welcome once again to the beatzillapdx official show. I am your host, beatzillapdx officially. All right, yes indeed, we are here on the midweek report. And let's get everything up here. Greetings, everyone. Please like and share as you come in. How was everyone thus far this week? We have a few things to talk about. Hope you are in no hurry. Okay, let's see who we got so far. Judah Queen, Silent D Productions, Oyela Arquette, Karma Cult. Yes, indeed. Welcome. Come on in. As folks come in. Again, this is the beatzillapdx official show. Here we talk about things that will affect the black community, the foundational black community, and the diaspora. We don't shun away the melanin deficient. We are definitely about spirit here. So we test the spirits by the spirit. If your character proves to be real, and we are on one accord, I have no problem with you. Because color won't determine what you really are on the inside. Because as we already know, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. So, with that being said, let's deal with first things first. We have a looming government shutdown. And these things are pretty interesting. Let me see. Right now they're using it'll affect black people if we don't get this done propaganda. And like I told you before, when they start mentioning black folks, you need to go on alert, because they never really do anything for our benefit, so we don't necessarily have to question their intentions. We've seen their intentions. We understand fully how we have been used in the past, and we see the game for what it is today. Conscious outlaw, yes indeed, black first to the chat. So let's see. There are a few things I want to touch on. So again, we're coming into a year to where I personally believe it has been the energy of the new black media and this grassroots that is getting so much action from the powers that be, the typical talking heads, like the mainstream media and the dominant culture behind the mainstream media. They have to take notice that we are already focused on a reparations conversation. We have long been. We're not going away. What they have tried to do in the mainstream media has tried to make our voice disappear. And while doing it, showing us just how anti-black they were. Now, again, what are they saying? Oh, immigrant this, immigrant that. Y'all seen what I played for you yesterday. But when it really came down, the push came to shove, they shown you, as yesterday's podcast title, Joe Biden only cares about non-black immigrants. So truth be told, how this shutdown will affect us as a whole or as a group, for all those people who have to deal with the EBT and welfare, I don't know what they call it now. TJ and Esmont, yes indeed, Black First, greetings. I don't know, Tiny Zion, welcome. But as I was saying, we have all of these looming crises that will possibly befall the black community. EBT, that's a major one, and all of the other different services, probably WIC, and we'll see. Because again, I personally believe these bills are set up by design to when something goes wrong, we have an instant heartstring mechanism. And it's, oh man, all of these single mothers in the black community is going to be hurting if we don't get this debt ceiling raised. But we don't have anything about incurring national debt. That's really out of our wheelhouse. You know what I'm saying? So, we're just going to be used as propaganda for another trillion-something dollars that we ain't going to see. So, with that being said, moving forward, I don't really know, especially for you in the space of entrepreneurship, I don't know how this affects you at all. Big business, they probably ain't going to be bothered. We see how big business went straight to the bank with Brinks trucks during the whole pandemic time. Look at Amazon, they caked out. The pharmaceutical companies, they caked out. Imagine that. Imagine that. The big pharma had a record year, and we still want to tell ourselves that it's about the science. Ain't you? Whatever. It's so about the science. Oh, speaking of, it is such about the science. Shout out to my good sister, Queen Ahmadiyya Shakur. I don't know if she's played this on her broadcast. She probably didn't, because they fooled with her so much. So I'll be the asshole. So again, shout out to my sister, Queen Ahmadiyya Shakur. This is on her Instagram page. And I'm going to play this for you because I actually did some diving into this. And it's absolutely true. So I don't know what they're talking about. If they'll ever try to say that this isn't true, yes, it is. It's actually the World Health Organization's actual information. So, yeah, there's that. So, let me get this up here for you. Dan Ruck. Yes, indeed. I got the royal court off up in the house today. So, Queen Ahmadiyya posted this on her, what was this? Instagram, like I just said. And they're talking about what the World Health Organization is planning. Now, we're going to play this video. I want you to see how much energy they're putting into this thing here. And then we're going to hit some other topics and revisit these people's energy.
Organization has just released their guiding document for a digital vaccine passport, a digital vaccine certificate that is blockchain based. So it's going to be connected to blockchain and cryptocurrency. And of course, this is funded by none other than Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and the Rockefeller Foundation.
Let me tell you something right there. For y'all who have been following this broadcast, if you are new, you might have to be playing some catch up. I would advise you to go back and look at some previous broadcasts, particularly on this subject. Look for the midweeks and look for the weekly wrap-ups. And that's when we address these fine people here you see on your screen. And if y'all remember, I told you about the cryptocurrency and how some people thought that they were going to get away from the government with crypto. No. See, this is the thing. In your mind, I'm sure you believe you will get away from the U.S. government. But like I told you yesterday in my broadcast, the U.S. government is only a puppet for the powers that be. So they do the bidding at the behest of the business owners. Get it? And they just told you they told you one puppet and then one puppet master family.
Remember when we thought it was a conspiracy theory to tie all of them together and saying they're all in on this conspiracy together? Well, it's no longer. They're out there in the open. So when we also said that it's going to be a problem if you try to buy or sell and you don't take this mark, this jab, we were also tossed in the crazy category. But this is actually true. This is actually happening because people are trying to fake their passport because, God forbid, they want to actually keep their job or have their children sent to school without getting the jab. But that's not going to be able to happen anymore. You know, those people selling fake IDs in Tijuana, this isn't going to actually go through because they're going to make sure that you are tied to your currency, blockchain, and it is going to be a QR code that everybody must have. And basically,
okay, do you understand? Oh, man. People, y'all gotta, let me explain something. These people are, unfortunately, I know y'all like to think y'all got something new. We all do. It's natural. It's a human thing. With that, understand when a person is trying to con you or hustle you, they fully understand that as well. Here's the difference. They know you're not aware of what the technology is they possess. So if they put a company out here and say, hey, look at this brand new thing. We got digital currency. We're caking it up. What are you doing? All my street folks, what are they doing? They're putting testers out. People, you see people getting money. Ooh, shit, this is a hot new thing, right? Yeah, they just, all they're doing with cryptocurrency is going to be used to move everybody to after you sink the dollar. I mean, allegedly. You know, those are theories that are out there. You know, if one wanted to usher in a way of maintaining a absolute control over one's finance, health, resume, one little device, you know, one little device would suffice. And guess what? You can lose a car. You can even lose a phone. People lose phones all the time. So that means that there is one infallible way to make sure that you always have your passport on hand. Oh, damn. Play on words. Anyway, let's continue.
in order to buy, sell, etc.
So how do you get your status, your QR code?
You have to get your vaccine.
But
I mean,
what if you just tell them that you've had your vaccine?
Well, then they're going to look you up in the database and see that you haven't gotten that vaccine.
There's no way out of this. You're
Uh-oh. Look you up in the database. You get that? That means you would have to be sending a digital signal to a database. Are you getting it? So clearly that couldn't be in your wallet.
medical freedom is completely gone. You won't be able to board an airplane, make a purchase at the grocery store, or order from Amazon, especially.
Right.
And you're not going to be able to forge your paperwork. This is done. You're getting
right. Trudeau already said that he will make sure that nobody gets on a plane, nobody gets on a train, or works in a plane or train unless you've been vaccinated. That's going to happen very soon. And then not only that, but Bill Gates, on top of that, he also filed, this was in March 2020, he filed the patent for this, for the blockchain and cryptocurrency to be tied to your vaccination status. And of course, this was called the patent number 060606. Can't make this up, 060606. That was his patent number. And this was in March.
Now, are y'all listening? Now, Queen Ahmadiyya Shakur been telling y'all this. They took down one of her channels. Well, actually, she just recently got it back. But, you know, when you speak the truth about certain things, and when you literally just give actual information, which what we are told to do is do our research, right? So how can you properly do diligent research without both sides of the argument. They had both sides of the argument for reparations. When they went down there, remember that? Ta-Nehisi Coates and what's his face, Mister? Huh? Oh. Danny Glover. You know, they were up there doing all of that. Oh yeah, we're gonna, you know, and this and that. I think they even had Herschel Walker, and then the other Puerto Rican dude who said he was only claiming black when it was convenient for him because it was a hustle. But listen, these people are tied in to the pharmaceutical companies, so it's business. Remember what this is. If y'all go back, if y'all knew, go back to my very first weekly wrap up. My very first weekly wrap-up is how I started going into this particular thing. And I'm not talking about any medical business. What I'm talking about is the financial players. You know, because let's go back again and refresh. These people are not doctors. Yet these people do determine the lives of human beings and the futures of families. That is what they do. Another play on words. So let me go ahead and finish playing this wicked madness.
2020, conveniently happening. Then in 2014, just to add to this, add fuel to the fire, he filed another patent, and this was for a biometric chip that's going to control your birth control and be connected to your vaccine status and be connected to your cryptocurrency. And the birth control is going to be with a remote control. There's going to be a remote control birth control. Who's got that remote? Probably Bill Gates. But this.
Listen, 2014. Well, this is 2021. Why would it be tied to a jab in 2014? You know, us, some people would refer to us as woke. I just say I ain't stupid. I don't have to be a woke to not be a dummy. I mean, damn. This dude, y'all getting medicine from the Xbox man. I ain't talking about medical information. I'm talking about sheer stupidity. What the hell are you doing listening to that dude?
This was funded by Bill Gates. This has actually happened now. He's already developed the technology to connect birth control with your cryptocurrency, with your biometric data, meaning your body heat activity and your health. So if you cough or if you've got anything other than a 98-degree temperature,
then yeah, sterile. I can't help but think of this other article I just saw today. Where did I put that? Where did I put that? Is that on Twitter? Because now they're all of a sudden in a major hurry, in this major push to get pregnant women vaccinated. Or if you might think you might become pregnant. What the hell does that mean anyway? Ah, yeah, okay, it is on my Twitter. Let me, you know what, I'm going to go into the article now, I'll share it. I mean, these people are evil as hell, ain't they? Why would you want to be pushing this on pregnant women? If you're soon to be pregnant, here, come get this. We really don't know what the hell is going to happen to your kid, but, I mean, Jesus would want you to do it for the sake of the love of your family. The man who could raise Lazarus from the dead, he would want you Although the Bible says you be doing greater works than that, with all that faith and church and ties you got going, that maybe this would be one of those times to do some of them greater works. But no, Jesus would tell you, oh no, don't come calling for me, man. Go holler at Bill. But we stupid. Alright. Alright. Oh, jeez, man. Come on, man. If we're stupid, come on, dude. This is insane, man. So, let's see. Okay, here we go. Here's the story. Is there a video for this? Madness. Let's see. Let's get all the way up here. Let's see. This is Stupid 19 live updates. One state's daily cases up by nearly 2,500%. How's that possible? Anyway, since mid-July, Alaska has the country's highest infection rate. What next? Antarctica? Well, they running out of stories, ain't they? They are really running out of stories. Now, where is my... Why did it go to live updates? Okay. Well, I don't know why it brought me here, so I'm just going to show you this tweet. Because that was just a big old waste. Let me show you this tweet. Bear with me. You can like and share right now. And if you have not already subscribed to this broadcast, this channel, please, by all means, subscribe. You know, ghost watching is cool, but subscribing is even better. That way you can subscribe. You can always be notified. When YouTube doesn't decide to shadow ban this little lowly channel over here, or interrupt my broadcast, or hop in my chat, you know, you can always be notified of when we will be here. Hopefully. So, ABC News is reporting that the CDC issues an urgent health advisory to try and increase jabinations among women who are pregnant, recently pregnant, or may become pregnant. You know, that's pretty interesting, ain't it? Okay, you know, let me revisit something that lady just said. Let me get that back up there. Because, wow.
An organization. Control. There's going to be a remote control. Another patent, and this was for a biometric chip that's going to control your birth control and be connected to your vaccine status and be connected to your cryptocurrency. And the birth control is going to be with a remote control. There's going to be a remote control birth control. Who's got that remote? Probably Bill Gates. But this was funded by Bill Gates. This has actually happened now. He's already developed the technology to connect birth control with your cryptocurrency, with your biometric data, meaning your body heat activity and your health. Jeez. So if you cough, or if you've got anything other than a 98-degree temperature,
maybe it's just me. Maybe it is just me. I mean, you know, hey, man, I'm no medical professional whatsoever. I'm not certain on how certain digital things work. I'm not in biotechnology, so I'm not sure how things could possibly work. However, if this very same thing is also able to act as birth control, well then why now would they be having all of these women getting that same said thing? I mean, hey man. I'm just here to provoke thought and get to thinking. Jesus. Something else. Let me read this because I want to touch R. Kelly real quick. So before I move on, I want to tell y'all this little piece of what Big Pharma has done. And I don't know if you guys have heard this story yet. But for those same people that we are supposed to trust, well, take a listen to this, family. Drug distributors strike first opioid settlement with Native American tribe for $75 million. This is a Reuters article by Nate Raymond. It says, September 28th, the three largest U.S. drug distributors will pay more than $75 million to resolve claims that they fueled an opioid epidemic in the Cherokee Nation's territory in Oklahoma, marking the first settlement with a tribal government in the litigation over the U.S. addiction crisis. Now notice that they didn't even tell you the pharmaceutical company. Did y'all peep that? We're talking about a multi-$100 billion industry, but no name gets mentioned. But if you turn on your television right now, old broke $2 million in the hole R. Kelly is what you'll see. Now, do you see those other people on the right-hand side? This is the reason. And by the time I'm done today, you will look at the picture of R. Kelly and be like, damn, bruh, I kind of feel you. Oh, man. Not to, I'm not poking fun at anybody's legal situations. But we all know he married Aaliyah, so let's cut that out. But I will say, his situation is not right. But I'll get to that in a second. So it goes on to read, Cherokee Nation Principal Chief Chuck Hoskins on Tuesday said the settlement, which will be paid over 6.5 years, would enable us to increase our investments in mental health, treatment facilities, and other programs to help our people recover. The deal announced by the Cherokee Nation came after distributors McKesson Corp., Amerisource Bergen Corp., and Cardinal Health Inc., along with the drug maker Johnson & Johnson, agreed to pay up to $26 billion to resolve similar claims by states and local governments. That still really doesn't technically identify who is the people in this particular case, but it does let you know that Johnson & Johnson has settled with the United States government over other things, but yet and still are still in business to get you something inside of you today. That's good business, isn't it? Y'all remember I'm Gonna Get You Sucker? What that dude say? He was like, man, you need to come back, man. John Slade, you need to come back. I said, come back for what, man? Do it for the people. What was his response? That's Johnson & Johnson right there. That's how Johnson & Johnson feel. If y'all old enough to remember, I'm going to get you, sucker. He told John Slade, do it for the people, man. What about the people? Man. Y'all know the rest. Oh, Lord. But yeah, man, so look at that. These companies have targeted people. The same companies that have targeted people to get people strung out on their drugs so they can kind of move in on the American government hustle of pushing Afghanistan heroin. I mean, oh, wow. You know, allegedly. You know? Oh, they are saying, forget the people. You right about that, Queen Adia. And he said it a little more fervently. But, yeah, you already know. Oh, Lord. So, just, you know, needless to say, the same people who have in mind to, number one, undercut a drug market, what was their thinking on making synthetic heroin? In different forms at that. So, oh man, y'all don't like pills? Well, here, come drink this lean. Taking the pills. Oh man, y'all don't like that? Well, hey, you don't want to shoot it up your veins? Well, here, chop it up and snort it. Well, you got people snorting pills. Now, my other question is this. U.S. government brought a whole heroin epidemic to the black community and a whole cocaine and crack epidemic to the black community. Can we get some paper for that? Can the U.S. government break us off for that? We haven't even entered into the discussion of Jim Crow politics or reparations from slavery. No, let's just focus in on what you did to the black community within the 70s and 80s and 90s. Let's just deal with that. What's that bill look like? Because let's think about this. These pills and this type of settlement that they're going around, if you rack up that much money to be able to pay out in such a short period of time, then how much more is the United States government and the powers that be behind it, those owners of good ship Jesus? You are not lost, people. You are still remembered. And the universe has saw you, and the universe bears witness that you have not kicked in or made these people whole. So with that being said, when the universe puts foot to ass, black folk, let it happen. All that compassion, forgiveness shit, not here. You got these people who are willing to sit up here and get a whole community of folks strung out on their product just to make money and keep them under subjection. And all of those ways of you being under subjection makes money for them. See, I'm talking money. I ain't talking medical. I am telling you how the devil works, though. Because if you can't see the devil in this, then you stuck on stupid. Now, with my 2 cents on R. Kelly, I can't really say what he particularly did in this case. In all fairness, I never saw the whole 14-year-old girl tape. I guess that was meant to be. But I did see other parts of that tape which very much were one Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. So, who knows? However, we know he was married to Aaliyah, so we don't have to debate or if the 27-year-old man had a 15-year-old wife. That much we do know. So with that being said, you can draw your conclusion on that individual from there. Now, that being said, come on now, open this up now. Open this article, please. You gotta be kidding me. I'm not having to go through this. Okay, I'm trying to get this to open. You know what? I might have to pull this up on here. But I wanted to go over a brief history of the RICO charge. Because typically, let's see, racketeer influenced and corrupt organizations. That is what they got him under. So for when I see that, Rashana Morrison, welcome. Yes, indeed. Grand evening. All right. Yes, indeed. You kind of deep up in here. All right. So let me put this on the screen for y'all. Because just in all fairness, on my broadcast yesterday, I asked, when you have a criminal conspiracy case, usually there's more than one person involved. So where are all the other people? Like the parents, for one. And another thing that I'm hearing, I watch, I pay attention to like court TV and stuff like that. So when I see court TV always goes into like the things of the case that because they had reporters in there. They couldn't report in there because it's New York, but they had reporters in there, so they easily could have came out and said the correspondence. They, like in every other case, come out, we were in there. The judge asked this, then the prosecution said that. And then the defense kind of blew it here, yada, yada, yada. We're not getting any of that from this case. That sounds a little weird to me. What I am seeing is a lot of soapboxing, like, yeah, we got him, and this is a win for me too. See, this is a way to try to keep Tarana Burke relevant, because she's already shot herself in the foot with that madness, talking about how it's not my job to go after white man. If it's your job to protect black women or women, whoever the assailant or the people are who you go after. But, she made it very abundantly clear. Now, she kind of overshot herself, but what we need to look at what she said, because she was stupid enough to say it, is that the people who put money into stuff like that, they're completely on board with that agenda. Which, on the surface, is an anti-black man agenda. Ultimately, it's an anti-black future agenda. Make sense? Can't have futures if you can't regenerate. And even with that being said, that means that they can control your future, right? Well, I'm looking at this RICO use as something that we might want to keep an eye on, like I told y'all yesterday. So let's read this for a minute. Passed in 1970, the Racketeer Influenced and Corruption Organizations Act, RICO, is a federal law designed to combat organized crime in the United States. It allows prosecution and civil penalties for racketeering activities performed as part of an ongoing criminal enterprise. Such activities may include illegal gambling, bribery, kidnapping, murder, money laundering, counterfeiting, embezzlement, drug trafficking, slavery, and a host of other unsavory business practices. Now, if you remember, in one of these, when they first started deliberating, one of the questions that the juror had was about the kidnapping statute in Illinois. Because there's one of those girls that was, as a matter of fact, I think, if my memory serves me correct, one of the girls in this case was one of his supporters from his first case with the 14-year-old. Go figure. So let's just look. RICO Act. 1961 definitions. As used in this chapter. 1. Racketeering activity means A. Any act or threat involving murder, kidnapping, gambling, arson, robbery, bribery, extortion, dealing in obscene matter. Now I guess that could definitely come into play. Or dealing in a controlled substance, so you're a drug dealer, or listed chemicals, which that makes sense. So you could be a terrorist. So that's the whole terrorist thing. And then you got the Patriot Act. This is where I'm concerned as far as all black people go. See, let's not take our emotions for R. Kelly and be like, good, and then not look at this. Damn his problems, but let's not throw ours out the window with him. We need to examine this. What the hell are y'all trying to do? And if you look, for me, it just looks like this is a way to set up a contingency plan for foundational black Americans who are making so much noise that the world is taking notice. You dig? I mean, like the world stage is taking notice. And then they have conversations about it. And guess what? The people who would have to pay are a no-show. We're going to talk about that after this brief KBzilla station break.
It's getting alright, but it's that funky side to it. You can bob your hands, you can stomp your feet, you can smile at everyone you see on the streets, 'cause this is easy. It's beatzilla, baby. It's a new year. We're taking music back. In the street, they say you don't want to hear this. You better go and tell them.
Alrighty. We are back. Oh, Lord. So, let me get this on the screen for y'all. So with all that's going on right now, this is interesting. This is a really interesting story. Reparations draw UN scrutiny, but those who'd pay say little. I don't even think they were in the building, let alone even have an opportunity to speak. I think they just sidestepped this altogether. Well, let's go take a look. Let me see. Enlarge that. All right. So, what are we looking at here? So we got some folks out here that were looking to raise the conversation, because the conversation clearly has been raised on a global scale. You understand what I'm saying? A global scale. Clearly. There is not a group with titles and FaceTime that have got the action that we have got, and reaction and action that we have gotten, that all of these other groups have said that they were supposed to be out here fighting for all of these years. Well, New Black Media has been here for less than 2 years. Not really just that. I guess really technically longer. But if you're looking at this general push, you're looking at less than 2 years. And with that being said, some people, if you really want to be effective, let me just tell you this. Everybody doesn't need to know your movements, and definitely everybody does not need to know your plans. So I understand how people can get caught up in the emotion of the question when you know that you're busy and you know that you're doing things and you know you're down for the cause. But some of the things you are doing are not made public. So you don't get the big fanfare and the big hoorah. Well, sometimes that's a good thing, because you know what? You could be way more effective that way, because now you don't have anybody to try and stop you. Some people don't want you to succeed because they don't want to succeed. So sometimes you have to move in silence, move quietly, build with people and build with like-minded people. That way you can get so much more done. If you're not on the me, it's about me tip. If it's about we and us, you can get so much done. And you never see, that's the beauty of a code and of a movement like this. Moves like an octopus. One mind, many branches, many stems, many arms, and they all maintain their own individual self-control. If you're really about the people, let the people build. It ain't always about look at me and be the leader. I want to be the leader. Listen to me. Yeah. You want to be number one. Yeah. You ain't too bright. Have you seen how it's happened for our ancestors here? Oh, yeah, man. Ego's a beast sometimes, but ego can get your dome knocked off. You want to be the big. I want to be out in front of everybody. Right now, you a target. Never seemed to be the way I desired to move. I mean, if I'm a target, so be it. But I'm definitely not going to sit up there and look to put my head in the guillotine myself. That's kind of stupid. I hope somebody is hearing this and learns and listens. Listens and learns. Brother Polite. Finally, somebody got you to shut your mouth. It might be a little too late for you, though. I mean, if nothing else, apologize to the apostles. I mean, that's the one big thing that you keep talking about. Yeah, well, they are accessible. They still go out and speak every weekend. So, if you feel like going back to New York or Connecticut somewhere, you can definitely go find them and apologize face to face. Moving on. This whole situation about about the reparations conversation, let's read this. More than a year after Black Lives Matter protests launched a worldwide reckoning about the centuries of racism and that black people continue to face, it's so funny. I'm always interesting about the wording because you say Black Lives Matter, and this is the UN, so this is saying black people. That's a real broad term in this company. You understand? Like, if you were in America just talking to Americans, that's one thing. But this is the UN General Assembly. So black don't just mean foundational black Americans. Let's see. The question of reparations emerged unevenly as a high-profile issue at this year's largest gathering of world leaders. You don't say. At the UN General Assembly, African and Caribbean countries, which they, of course, they got CARICOM, that stand to benefit from reparations were backed by other nations. Though those most responsible for slavery and colonialism said little about what they might owe to the African descendants. Did you catch that? Now, you're still going to be looking at, because they're talking about slavery and colonialism. Are y'all catching this little slick move? This is some slick talk right here to undermine foundational Black Americans' claim to reparations. Please believe it. So this is also my other point I want y'all to get. Yes, there are other Black folks out there, but CARICOM ain't giving a damn about how we get treated. So when we look at, well, foundational Black Americans are part of a cult, and you guys just want to sit up here and preach divisiveness and yada, yada, yada. Y'all got a whole African Caribbean connection that excludes us. And we want to cut you in on our money? You ain't cutting us in on a damn thing. Remember when last year when you seen all the... Here's another thing I want y'all to start doing. Every time you start seeing somebody post BIPOC, tell them to take the B off of it. Take the B off of BIPOC. Y'all IPOC. See, it's BIPOC. Oh, we all victims. Oh, we all BIPOC victims. We about to cut a check. It's IPOC. Bobby. Yeah, y'all don't let them people keep this BIPOC language on y'all. We ain't BIPOC nothing. We ain't BIPOC nothing. Yeah, no, y'all are IPOC. We Black. You understand me? This is international. This is an international move. So I need y'all to really, really absorb this. They don't fool with you the long way, man. And you ain't gonna make them. And their ancestors have known that your black ass was meant to be a slave to these white folks for centuries. And when I say meant to be, I mean because of their colonialized minds, they believe that these people are in the right space and time of history. Which maybe there is some truth to that. Because, you know, you got to have the rise before the fall. And if anything of ever has shown its arrogance and prideful nature, it is what we see right now is this system of wicked, Shemitic, Edomite white supremacy. Gotcha. Can't call me anti-Semitic because I'm giving you your credit. You are a Shemite. But your father is Esau. You know that. No, Yahudi. I'm an ass. But hey, this is the whole thing. This is why, in this lane, I can be the asshole for the new black media. Because I don't have shit to lose. All y'all know is this of me. So, I mean, that's all I'm going to be. You know what I'm saying? And I would just stress that everybody out there, be you and be relentlessly you. This is the time for it. Enjoy who you were made to be. And if you admit to be a thorn in this wicked world side, then be the best thorn you can be. Let's see here. Let's go on and read a little more of this. Leaders from Africa. Whoop, South Africa. That means there could possibly be some white ones mixed in there too. And Cameroon. To the Caribbean, St. Kitts and Nevis and St. Lucia were joined by representatives of countries that are unlikely to be tapped to pay up. Cuba and Malaysia among them, in explicitly endorsing the creation of a reparation system. Reparation system. That's funny. System. Outside of myself, has anybody ever heard anybody refer to reparations as a system? Everybody has always tried to dwindle it down to a check. I've given you a absolute foolproof plan of it. Health, education, insurance. See, that mandatory life insurance is a beast. See what difference mandatory life insurance do? If they knew they had to pay your family out for they wicked race soldiers up here murking you out in the streets for nothing on a broken tail light or a license plate light out. How many black folks got killed for having a license plate light out? Oh man, you know, what did you pull him over for? Oh, his license plate light was out. We thought he had a gun. Well, he could have had his gun and took his ass on home because a light definitely ain't no need for you to be pulling no gun. And how much interaction do you need on a stop for a light? You stop him, tell him, hey, get that light fixed, move on. See, that's being a public servant. That's literally doing your job. But if you're doing something else, that's abuse. That's harassment. And that's why we say FTP. FTP, FTP. You understand me? And that's why. Not all of them, but the good ones. And for you who say, well, I'm not a bad one, I guarantee when push comes to shove, let's let the rubber meet the road. Another thing that a proverb says is, prove your friends. Don't be so quick to say, oh, we could trust what they say. No, make them prove it. And so far that hasn't happened to us. So with that being said, it's not really on us to give a damn about what you're talking about and the plight of your situation because you never gave a crap about us. Good luck to you though, bro. You know, let's continue a little more reading of this, which is just madness. Because this is literally a big conversation about reparations that is going out of its way to exclude foundational black Americans. Those missing from the renewed global conversation on the topic, though the noteworthy as well. And remember, it started talking about this happened because of Black Lives Matter. Hello. So once again, while people, man, y'all over here always trying to be separate. It's our blood in the street. And y'all coming over here trying to get a check off of us. And ain't even trying to come here to America to use and write off our back. Y'all seeing this? You in a whole nother country using our energy to push your movement. Spiritual Salt Bay, all over the earth. You can find it right here. B1 FBA. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We will be here, we will be here. Go ahead and make sure you pay your waiters, tip your waiters, tip your waiters. Because after, a few more days, they might not have too much more time to work in this place we call Babylon. So, listen to this. This is a quote. Oh, wait. Let me back up. let me read this whole paragraph. Y'all listen to this. Those missing from the renewed global conversation on the topic, though, were noteworthy as well, the United States, Britain, and Germany. Wow. Now I'll read those names again. United States, who had slaves here, but they are talking about reparations for CARICOM, not foundational black Americans, while riding off of our back once again. If they say, keep our name out your mouth if you ain't going to cut a check over here. Let's see. So, yes, United States, Britain, and Germany, wealthy and developed nations built from conquest of varying kinds. Well, yeah, it really works when all are combined. Oh, y'all know the name Rothschild is actually German, right? I'm just talking about money. I ain't talking about nothing now. Funny how these same people keep popping up though, huh? Damn. Talking about pharmaceuticals, talking about drugs, talking about slavery, talk about the media. Damn. Their name is in every last one of those places. But we stuck on stupid. Woo! I hope y'all know that anybody talking like that at this point is just an absolute traitor. Just an absolute traitor. Speaking of that's all, folks. You know, it's so funny when the tunes change. But I mean, you know, man. Foundational Black Americans are early to the party at this point, family. Now, if y'all want to be late, that's cool. Be late. You know, but we know what's up. So when you talk to us and when you kind of get out of line with foundational Black Americans as if we owe someone something from another damn country, and then you get here just to talk to us and talk down on us like we ain't nothing, when this was your road to get here. I'm sorry. What coalition is it if you can be in this position, we come to your rescue, and the very first thing you do is go run up under Zaddy to be against us? How are we wrong? How are we at fault here? This ain't our upbringing. We had Black Wall Street and other thriving things that this United States government sought to destroy. While you're coming over here talking about bootstraps. This is how you came here, partner. Don't you think you should have got it popping where you from? But no, we can't. They'll kill us. The hell you think they doing to us right now over here? We just over here at Disneyland, huh? Good grief. Take your weird ass back to Haiti, man. All that bull. Yeah, we go get killed and stuff. We go back. The conditions are so hard. It's me. Conditions are so hard. Our gangs got badges. What condition is harder than that? Our gangs got robes. Shit. We got one of their gang affiliates as a president. Unfortunately, most of you sorry ass Ambos will not understand that and will not come to the realization that Strom Thurmond never could ever change his way, and his little protege is the President of the United States. So you literally voted in talking about one is racist to vote in the understudy of a grand dragon. I don't want to hear nothing from y'all Negroes. If this is what y'all are on, that they could tell you this, sell you Joe Biden, and now you got Bill Gates selling you something more than a video game, and you telling us we stupid for asking questions. They're attacking all melanated people Yes, the conditions are hard everywhere for all melanated people. Absolutely. This is the time of Jacob's trouble. It just has not hit. It just has not hit the America in the same form. But if y'all just look, if and this for you who do not follow what I'm talking about, this might miss you. But I would advise, if you are interested, go check it out. But if anybody has ever seen the 12 tribe sign, tell me which one of them tribes on that sign ain't getting their ass kicked right now around the world. See, when you hear Jacob's trouble, Jacob means Jacob, the entire nation. When you hear Judah, that means a tribe. So you're hearing Jacob's trouble. And Jacob just tried to come over that border and lickety-split. Lickety-split. I mean, all of a sudden, they got these people out with the utmost quickness. And I'm talking about a wave of thousands of people. It didn't even require a wall. Think of the wall. Now we know. Hell, don't tell me about no wall. You better tell me about a check. I don't need no wall. You can stop them without a wall. Shoot, clearly you didn't need that. And whoever them Democratic sources was that funded all them Haitians to end up coming here in the first. I mean, wow. Again, another speculation, possible, alleged. Somebody has some information somewhere. Their head started heading here. Texas, long way from Miami. That's just geography. You need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You black Americans, see, my people are from Haiti. They've never asked these people for anything. You people are so lazy. You lazy Americans. All you want to do is be up under the white man. And then your ass come right over here. Man, black folks, help us out, man. We brothers. Oh, I'm sorry, though. My wife doesn't even speak English. She only speaks French. You take your colonized ass right back over there where you came from, player. Sorry. But, I mean, it's bad enough. We oppressed. We got coons of our own. The last thing we need to be dealing with is a colonized mind. You are so many generations of broken, it ain't funny. Nah, we don't need to be around you. We don't want none of that rubbing off on us. Man. Now, have you... Okay. I live in Portland, Oregon. I'm going to tell you. You already know. So, when I'm out, these white folks know who they can fool with. So, they know how to fool with the foreigners. They'll go, do little petty, just stupid shit to the foreigners. And unfortunately, because we're in the time of having to wear masks in the stores, it's like, man, are they thinking I'm like Samoan or something? Because I was like, you look getting misconstrued because of my hair. It's like, well, hey, let me go ahead and do some other things. Again, if y'all, y'all have never seen me do my hair in any different way than this. But, I mean, every now and then you might see some West Coast style ponytails over here. So, sometimes when I go into the store like that, if me and my wife go into the store and I got them, like the Mac 10s, if y'all ever from the West Coast, y'all know what I'm talking about. If I ever step out in them ponytails, partner, nobody on the aisle. We go to the other aisle, they just keep passing by the aisle. We just on every aisle by ourselves. Every aisle, I tell them, no lie. It's like, damn. Like, man, we up in here in Winco. Like, if y'all got Winco or Cub Food, we're the big old superstore. We're like, we up in here. No one coming down the aisle while we in the store. Oh, Lord. So, yeah, man. So, let me see what else. I got something else to show you too. Oh, and I guess, yeah, I did ROcast. I did show you that. So I guess we could get to. Here's a story. I got to save this story to last. Oh, I'm gonna send y'all home on a good one tonight, y'all. Woo! Oh Lord, Lordy me, I am going to send y'all on a good one tonight. So let me get to the. Hey, baby. Let's see. Got my. Well, he ain't no baby no more. I ain't got no babies. I'm about to grown. So, I want to talk about the gross disparity within the reporting. That this it's not really a phenomenon. It's because people are trying to make it a phenomenon. It's not. This is all about saving face. It's saving face of the image of superiority. Let's see, got it here. Yeah, there we go. And so I want to show y'all something. Have y'all been keeping up with this story right here? So this dude murked out his little girlfriend or whatever. They're TikTokers, right? Oh, I mean allegedly. My mistake. So anyway. This suspected murder, I mean, not by the police, but his girlfriend's dead, and they done somehow found solace in her untimely demise and disappearance. But he comes back home and then turns around and goes camping with his folks. Well, really distraught over his missing girlfriend, ain't he? Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. This is how our news keeps describing him right now. He is her missing fiance. Family, did you just hear me? They keep identifying this, who should be identified as a suspect right now in her murder. They keep calling him her fiance. Well, they just had a memorial service for Sunday, so I'm not certain at what time you were still expecting the wedding to take place. Considering she's dead and all, I mean, maybe we would stop calling him a fiancé and say, well, he hasn't been considered a suspect yet. Yeah, they did that before. They did that before with the missing Chiron. If y'all ever heard about a missing child here named Chiron, I don't know. What? Horman. Chiron Horman. Yeah. Unfortunate. He went missing on my birthday several years back. Actually, he would have been 18 now. He was the same age as my son. So, yeah, he would have been 18 now. Nonetheless, they didn't want to put the last person who saw him as a suspect, which was the stepmother. And so, to this day, he's never been found, and she's never been charged. She now has since been divorced from his father. They're still trying to find this kid. There's no answer, and she's just home free because they never identified her as a suspect, which they should have. So now they got this white boy on the run. Brian, hell is this boy name? What's this boy name? Brian Laundrie? Brian Laundrie. So, it's interesting how they keep trying to paint this guy as something other than just a killer. Right? But I mean, not that we really should be too surprised. You know, it's always funny when they start doing stuff like this. You know, because this is just they get down, and of course, all the times that we seen people like this, this is just a typical white man. You know, he was out there, very visible with him and his girlfriend. Let me see. Let me go to this other picture here. Now, this is what people are doing for him right now. Can y'all see that on the screen? Just to show you how much they stay on code. Can y'all see that? It literally says, Justice for Brian Laundrie. It has 10,000 members. Now, if you see, can y'all see my pointer on the screen? I hope you can. He got angel wings on, but look to his left. They literally got that girl made as the devil. I guess whoever made this post, I guess it takes one to know one. Reading the description of this, Brian's name has been slung through the mud this past week, and it's unnecessary. Brian has always been an upstanding citizen, and there has been zero evidence to contradict this. We are supposed to be the land where everyone is innocent until proven guilty. Not in Biden's America. This dude murked out his girlfriend. How did you just throw Biden's name in there and then tried to use the KKK? See, no, it's not Biden's America. It's white supremacy's America. Yeah, keep it straight. We looking at all y'all the same until y'all show us different. Shut up. Gabby has been a known drug user. Damn, you just gonna throw all the way under the bus, huh? Been a known drug user to get friends and family for many years, and had also been known to tell outlandish stories to get attention. She's probably just on a bender and trying to get poor Brian to foot the bill. Well, they were definitely wrong about Brian now, weren't they? But I want you to notice how they stay on code. And how fastly 10,000 people came to this man's aid while his girlfriend was nowhere to be found, telling themselves that this boy ain't killed this girl. This wicked demon, this man here, and you see his friends, you see his supporters, so obviously they're Trumpers, which, you know, that's neither here nor there. But are you a white supremacist Trumper? Because you're using a Klan reference into Biden. Yeah, you know, that's as far as the people go. No, y'all the same, man. You know, but again, this is what we're doing. We're trying to get away from the image that they shown you January 6th, and they have been doing it nonstop since. Why? Because they showed you who they were. They didn't get their way. What'd they do? They ran up in the Capitol. Matter of fact, you got, let's see, what's this other woman's name? Let me pull up this article. I just had it up. Of course, my phone just went black. Let's see where we at. I know I got this thing here. Come on. Because one of these women, let's see. What's this woman's name? Dawn Bancroft. So she's one of the, if you look on this, let me show you this picture. So this woman, who is on the top right next to my logo, you see her? So she is, her name is Dawn Bancroft. And she just recently got a slap on the wrist for actually threatening to shoot Nancy Pelosi in the head. But so seeing how different the treatment is, and this is the just I'm just showing you this to show you how much they stay on code and how much their dominance is important, and the code is important to their dominance. So they know that this is horrible, but all they have been doing, you had a bunch of Democrats come back, especially these black ones and these fake ass Latino ones. These people came out and telling you about, well, it was all about Donald Trump inciting it. Man, we've been dealing with racism as a whole for years. What the hell Donald Trump got to do with a bunch of white supremacists running up in the Capitol Hill because they ain't getting their way? That's nothing new. These people have burnt whole towns down. This is what they do. Rosewood, Oklahoma. What's different between them and the Capitol? It wasn't one person that excited it. No, it was them group of devils. And you got another group of devils to go up there and do it again. All under the guise of... And see, let's be clear. Majority of them know they're Shemitic Edomites. They know most of you don't know. But all them folks you see run up in there in that Capitol, they know exactly what they are. They know their lineage. That's why they call themselves white. They know white ain't no damn race. It's black folks who really don't recognize that. I say black for a term for everybody else to understand. So people, man, technically, brother, you got to understand that you're not really black now, see, but you in your right state. Nigga, shut up. My last name is Whitmore, dummy. So take that more science to your original temple and then come back and ask me something. Our family name is literally on your first temple. Shut up. Good grief. But now that's the too woke for your own good crowd. Can't even have a conversation, brother. Hey, brother, so you got to understand before you understand, because you're not in your natural self. I am literally a Whitmore. Bruh. Oh, well, yeah, man, I'm not really as in-depth in understanding and learning. See, what you should come down to the hall and talk to the sheik. I won't even get into that. All I know is the ones here have been thoroughly instructed not to really talk to me. I've done business with some, and I even got a record. I got a record with Zaki L. I don't know if that's came out yet, but Zaki L out there in he might be out here now, but he's from Harlem. So doing bi-coastal things. But he's more, he's more. I got Morris people around me, but they cannot publicly have conversations with me. So we'll deal on the QT, but as far as being in public, oh man, you'll see one of them handlers, boy, they come snatch their brothers up quick. Oh boy, truth is so much stranger than fiction. And like I'm saying, just look at how, I want y'all to look at how the media is being used here. The legal system is being used here. These are two systems, like I said, have already been established by certain individuals to whom we will keep revisiting their photos and understanding that these people push certain agendas on black folks, and this is what they like to do. They like to keep confusion in the midst of black folks. Who could call confusion but confusion when you see it, Confusion is confusion when you see it. You can say, hey man, what are we trying to get done here? What are we accomplishing here? Look at all those strong virile men on the screen. You know, this is where they want black men to be viewed today. And that order comes down from this group. Is there a black man in that bunch? But look at that dude. I will always point out you, Eric Schmidt, down here on the bottom right, second in. Good old Eric Schmidt, executive chairman of Google. Meaning what? Meaning the CEO of the platform we are on right now, which makes sure it censors, shadow bans, and stops all truth coming from black voices while promoting their voices to who speak no truth. But you can't even make Roland Martin pop. I really wish, though, DJ Vlad would stay out of my that and Breakfast Club. I literally have blocked DJ Vlad out of my YouTube about 5 times now. And just this morning, in my suggested videos, again, a damn DJ Vlad video. But you know why? Because DJ Vlad is a culture vulture, anti-black, Shemitic Edomite. Khazarian, a matter of fact. So, you know, they look out for him. Because this is their platform. You understand? Because, you know, to be Shemitic, there's only 3 people that you could possibly be from if you believe that. So when we're going to be anti-Semitic, we have to actually be honest and identify all the other people that come from that line. Because it's not just you with your little hat. That's why, family, let me tell you something. When certain other individuals were going at the people who were getting at Nick Cannon, they blocked me after my first question. Yeah, I won't really be getting those ADL issues. They stay the hell away from me because they don't like talking to people like us in public. Y'all might hear some things they didn't want y'all to hear. Yeah. I may be black, but I'm informed. Can you dig it? Now, just look at the elements of these people that they're turning out to. Now, this guy has always had negative things to say about black folks too. Slick, you know, one who cares. Vlad is foul, evil, disgusting bag of shite. Pass on that shite. I know that's right. Listen here. I have tried so many times to just block him out of my algorithm, but these people, and what does that say? They are dead set on making him part of our culture. But what doesn't help is we got people from our culture running over to this weirdo. And, you know, let's keep it a buck. The only reason why y'all even really know this dude is because this West Coast connection. So what this dude initially started doing was trying to do some things out behind Mac Dre. For those who don't know. So he was trying to do some things, trying to chronicle Mac Dre's life and whatnot. Rayvon Johnson, welcome. So, you know, when they were doing, he did like a documentary or whatever, word got back to the romper room, so they went and pulled up on Vlad and made it real for him. So Vlad, in turn, made things, you know, if you'll notice, you've always seen the romper room and the Bay Area artists on Vlad TV. Because somebody went and pressed him. You understand me? Very, very knowledgeable about Mac Dre. Midwest ties. Bro. Okay, Conscious Outlaw. A while back, Queen Ahmadiyya Shakur did a broadcast about Mike Fesser. Mike Fesser And this is one thing I never got a chance to tell y'all because like so much had happened and it just slipped my mind to tell y'all. But for those of y'all who understand my situation about me defending myself from the white supremacists and having to go do a little bit of time behind it because they do not honor self-defense from a black man against a white man. Although somebody else with the exact same case, which even was more because it was a road rage incident, there were no charges filed. Exact same situation. Only difference was they both was white. So, and actually their situation was worse because it was on the damn freeway. Go figure. Needless to say, we are seeing these people who come out and always got something ill to say. But like I say, we have my little incident that I had to go through. We learned something. What's she saying? We learned something with that. You know, the whole Mac Dre incident and Mike Fesser, my boy, he was actually the one who picked me up when I got out. He won a lawsuit against the police. Police was fooling with him for a while. See, this is the thing. Like, we don't just take shit lying down here. We don't. We definitely get active. But if anybody, you know, with the like you said, Conscious, the Midwest tie, my guy was also part of that. So if anybody, you know, if you've been around, you would know. But if you ain't, watch some documentaries. There's a new biopic on what is that? Stars. So check that out. It just started. It'll kind of give you an idea of the major players and the one big function to which Conscious Outlaw just referred to. So, you know, yeah, I said, man, Portland is a weird place, man. Portland is a very weird place. A little bit of we touch a little bit of everybody, man. It's crazy. When I said, if y'all ask in your city if y'all know Mikey, that's the other Mikey. Mike Fesser is literally the other Mikey. And who picked me up? Mike Fesser. So understand, these people see how our unity and our focus and understanding and determination builds and breeds new people, new thinking. And they can't have that. We are disrupting the natural order of things by waking folks up and saying, hey, you know what? You're better than what they told you you were. What you didn't really know is that you were better than them. But you got little bastards like this who come out there and be, oh, hey, we got to be the police and respect the police. Damn them niggas. So here's John Walsh. You know, he's coming out here. All of these people are over here trying to talk so nice about this white man who then murked out his little girlfriend. Look at her. Does she look happy? Does she look happy to you? She looks distressed like a mug, right? I won't really point out that little piece right there. But anyway, let's keep going. So now they done brought out this other dirtbag racist who actually literally has a murder of a black man under his belt. Dog the Crappy Hunter. So, you know, here we go with this guy with his overly burlapped skin. Tasha Peters, hey, welcome. So, looking at this potato sack with blonde hair, he's now coming out trying to revitalize his own career. And again, they're trying to push this because, like, this doesn't really work for Hulk Hogan. So now I guess this is Dog's time. Like, okay, you kind of revive yourself here. Leatherface here? Really? Nah, he's done. Nah, he's done. We heard the tapes. I don't want to know. There ain't no forgiveness for this racist bastard. And so, for that being said, they're trying to clean up the image of this piece of crap who has already been involved in a murder. After that, you found out that he was even still a staunch racist after serving time. So there has been no change of heart other than when he gets his lion leather ass face on TV and tell you that I no longer have those feelings. I was just in a way, it was emotional and this and that. Let me also speak to that. I don't do the whole I was emotional thing. And I damn sure don't do it for no man. I was emotional. Man, I'm from the West Coast. Emotion gets you effed up out here. Go to New York, Chicago, go to Houston, go to New Orleans talking that shit. And they put some put that thing in your mouth. And I ain't talking about no flesh, boy. Everybody ain't out here playing. So you can't go, oh, I'm just upset. Okay, you gonna be like, no, please, no. You learn to keep them emotions in check. Keep telling y'all, why the hell y'all think I'm so happy? I got joy. Sheesh. How many of my friends done bit it out there in this piece, man? I come from that area, but cats was dying, man. So, but looking at that, I just want y'all to see how they keep showing, like, you know, these people in a better light. Fidel's, what does that say? Fidelis Cipher. So this is a whole nother dude who they just caught. His name is Patrick McDowell. He actually killed a police officer. So, but get this, y'all. So he murks out this cop, right? The cop, they're trying to save face. Once again, I believe this is Florida. So in the second time within about, 2-week time span in Florida, they caught fugitives. And they said the exact same thing both times. You got the cop telling me, man, I wish I would have shot him. You know, and Queen Amadai did a broadcast about a relative story. Same relative area, exact same thing, and these police are now coming out. So they took him into custody, no problem. Look at this dude's arrest record. In 2005, arrested for burglary, stolen firearms, criminal property damage. In 2019, arrested for cocaine. 2020, arrested for giving false name, possession, use of drugs, drug-related objects. So he must have had a pipe or something. So yes, Helen, he was an absolute whole thug. You know, look at those cocaine demon-filled induced eyes right there. Probably got a mix of touch of that meth in there too. Oh man, wow, how'd that get on the screen? No, don't pay any attention to that, folks. Oh man, I'm trying to get that off of there. Whoa. My mistake. Silent D. Patrick looked like he'd been seeing stars his whole life. Oh, old up and coked up. You already know. Ooh, wee. And well, you know, maybe he was running down to the Cherokee reservation to go get some opioids. You know what I'm saying? That might be the case. Oh, Jesus. So let me find this other story. Because, like I said, in the way, I want to just point out the hypocrisy in the way they report these stories. But there was one that... there's one that takes the cake. I almost put this hashtag in the description, but I wasn't sure how people would see it and be like, hey, what the hell does that mean? So, we've been talking about the missing white woman syndrome here now because they're talking about this missing white woman and still won't identify this man, Brian Laundrie, as a suspect because they're on code. And again, like I keep telling y'all, this is a huge attempt to make sure that they preserve, they preserve the image of that false superiority. Well, in the idea of failing images, there's a story out of California. Family, I'm going to put this on the screen. And I'm going to give y'all a good 10 seconds to ingest what you read. All right, y'all ready? Are y'all ready now? Okay, I'm about to put this headline on y'all now. I want y'all to peep this, and then we will watch this. We will watch the video explanation after. But 1, 2, 3. You can't make this up, y'all. Oh. Oh, my Lord. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Out of all the things that you could boil for water, bear urine. Bear urine. Bear urine is what came to mind. So, what she's saying is, this fun fire started because she was trying to boil bear urine to drink. Oh, let me show you. You got to see this woman. Now, I will prepare you in advance. This young lady is, if you see her over here, she's only 30. So, just keep that in mind.
This is KPIX 5 News.
Right. On CBSN Bay Area, parts of the North Bay are bracing for dangerous fire conditions. Good afternoon.
I would imagine one who cares
with a look at the conditions. Mary.
All right. Walked off.
Winds, gusts as high.
Come on now.
So that fire.
Cut all of this out.
Flag warning. You can see the areas highlighted in red under that red flag warning tomorrow, and that's for the North Bay Mountains. And as we go through, especially tonight and into tomorrow morning, gusts as high as possibly 35 miles per hour and low relative humidity down to about 10 to 15%. That is very dry air. Starting to drop down to the teens in Fairfield at 19% and will continue to plummet as we head through the rest of today into tomorrow. We'll talk more about that coming up. Back to you.
All right, see you then, Mary. Thank you. Developing out of the South Bay, we're learning new information about an overnight crash. This happened just after 10 last night.
Let's get to where is
They're recorded
here?
They're saying
no crash.
Beating.
This is literally the video that's on this article.
Provide.
Why the hell do you have a video
More than
attached
half
to the article and not show anything?
Are now fully vaccinated against COVID-19. 50 are fully vaccinated. This comes out to
I don't even know why they got this.
a million
That
people.
doesn't make any damn sense. So yeah, clearly this article is whack. I don't know what this video is about. So let me see. Woman use, okay, so Shasta. Ah, there we go. I don't know what. Yeah, you can get out of here. Y'all got to see this moment. Picture. Let me put this back on the screen for y'all. Okay. You see that woman right there? That is the 30-year-old Alexandra Soverna, who ended up starting the farm fire because she's a self-proclaimed shaman, by the way. She was trying to boil her some bear urine to drink. You know, I guess bear urine must be of some kind of nutritional value for a 30-year-old, 50-year-old looking shaman. Damn, she's 30. And she was like literally living in the woods. So it's like, oh, okay. Wow, man. All right, so Verna had been hiking to Canada. That's weird. Okay, this just gets better. It starts off with a bang. So Verna had been hiking to Canada on September 22nd and was seen in the Mountain Gate community in Northern California, according to a narrative written by California fire officer. She was told she couldn't be on the property by quarry employees, but kept walking. She became thirsty and found a puddle of water in a dry creek bed, but the water allegedly had bear urine in it. So she tried to filter the water with a tea bag, the officer said, and said that didn't work. So she attempted to make a fire to boil water. She stated it was too wet for the fire to start. She said she drank the water anyway and then continued walking uphill from the creek bed, the complaint read. Well, ma'am, bear urine didn't stop being bear urine because you couldn't actually get it clean. So basically what she just said is she drank bear piss and kept it pushing. Right, Tasha Peter, she was able to keep walking? Really, though? So in the effort of preserving the image of false superiority, failure is abound. Failure is bound, man. Lord. One more look at Miss Alexandra Bear, pissed liking Soverna. 30-year-old. She's a shaman. So maybe the bear urine gives her spiritual enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? She probably was out there. And see, here's the cold part about it. This is what's so messy. You were right there with people who worked at a quarry. So that means that this woman ain't far from like a store or something to where, I mean, shit, you could have went and filled up water at their little job site thing, because they're working in a quarry. There has to be running water there. But nah, I ain't gonna get no water. I'm just gonna get this puddle right here. Ooh, that's bear piss. Man, it's too wet out here. Hell, I'm thirsty. I gotta drink it anyway. Ah. Cheers. You want to take spiritual advice from this? You know, and not to just crap on her, because like there's these beatniks all the way, you know, and you get weirdos all over the place. What's so funny is I'm surprised she wasn't from Portland. One of Portland's mottos is keep Portland weird. But this one, yeah, you kind of take the cake, sweetheart. I don't know about drinking bear piss. Has she been charged with arson? You know, that's so funny that you asked that. She's clearly responsible. Right? Let's see. So she's been charged. Let me see if I can figure out what she's been actually charged with. Because, you know, like we're talking about here, they keep being real vague with descriptions. When it's us, boy, we know exactly what happened. That's what raised my eyebrow about the R. Kelly thing. They being as vague as the facts on the R. Kelly case is they be vague about white folks. Red flag for me. Sorry. They just don't do us like that. So that's what makes me, yeah, okay, wait, something's funny here. It says, Shasta County, according to documents, the Bay Area woman accused of starting the Fawn fire in Shasta County last week was attempting to boil bear urine so she could drink it when she allegedly set off the destructive blaze. Now, she just said it was too wet to start a fire, but yet she set the damn fire. I mean, good grief. In a bizarre turn of events, charging documents said 30-year-old Palo Alto resident Alexandra Cervena accidentally started the fire as she attempted to boil water from a puddle to drink it. Or a puddle to drink. Let's see. So it says she said that didn't work, so she attempted to make a fire to boil the water. She stated it was too wet for the fire to start, so she said she drank the water anyway and continued walking the block. I read that. Cervena got stuck in brush and called the fire department, the complaint read. She was evaluated for dehydration and then questioned by California fire authorities when she allegedly told them that she had tried to light a fire. Cervena, or however the hell you pronounce her name, was taken into custody. She was found with CO2 cartridges This bro was high off of whippets. Oh God. Okay. Now we're getting to it. So this is like a huffer. So for y'all who's in school, you got, she's a graduated glue sniffer basically, with the CO2 cartridges. For y'all who are not familiar with what this is. A cigarette lighter and a white item containing a green leafy substance, the complaint read. Cervena pleaded not guilty to the arson charges Friday. It wasn't immediately known if she has an attorney who could speak on her behalf. Well, usually when you're in court pleading, it's the time when your lawyer should be speaking for you. Let's see. The California fire officer who arrested her also said he believes there is a high possibility that she additionally started a separate vegetation fire that the night before the Fawn fire broke out in the city of Shasta Lake. So this chick was setting repetitive fires. But again, look at what they're doing. Oh, well, we don't necessarily know. I mean, we have evidence that she probably did do it. But, man, you know, I mean, she's a white woman. Come on, man. What do you want me to do? We got to look out for her. God. Oh, yeah, look at Gavin Newsom them chimed in. Hey, well, what this dummy got to say? Let's see. Savina faces a felony arson charge with an enhancement of committing arson during a state emergency, according to Shasta County District Attorney Stephanie Bridget. She could face up to 9 years in state prison. Damn. On Monday, Governor Gavin Newsom proclaimed a state of emergency for Shasta County to support the response to the destructive Fawn fire burning north of Reading. Wow. The fire, which started on Wednesday, possibly at the hands of Savina, has so far consumed. Well, she already told, possibly. She already told you. She said it. Again, like we're talking about it here. See the difference in reporting? This is a person saying, oh, yeah, I set the fire. Well, she allegedly said it. I mean, possibly. Maybe it could be. After a confession. Out of here. Let's see. Possibly started at the hands of Savina. Has so far consumed approximately 8,577 acres and was 60% contained as of the latest California fire update Monday evening at 7 p.m. So far, the Fawn fire has destroyed 144 homes and other structures, causing thousands of residents to be evacuated from the area. However, improving weather conditions and cooler temperatures allowed fire crews to make progress over the weekend, raising containment to 35% as of Sunday morning. So this shit gonna be gone for a minute. Although they still try to clean it up in the reporting, though. Well, you know, possibly said by her hands. She told you she set a damn fire. And it could successfully boil her berry urine and said, to hell with it. I'm just going to drink it. Oh, yeah, they know what it is, trying to pretty up a green leafy substance. And, I mean, although it's a Shasta, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That goes without saying. In Northern California. Yeah, of course, she had some weed on it. A green leafy substance. Now, if I get caught with cocaine, if I get caught with weed, if I get caught with weed in the state where it ain't legal, if I get caught with weed, what they gonna tell you? They gonna tell you I got caught with marijuana, not a green leafy substance in a white container. And if anybody ever seen, I mean, because like over out here, I don't know. What is the first state that's not legal from like going out west? Because everything out west is legal. So you'll see these. You could go to the store and see somebody. Again, be responsible marijuana users, please, and throw your containers away in proper trash receptacles, so it's not a bunch of plastic containers slung up on the side of the road. That looks tacky. But, you know, you'll see these little containers, so you should know what it looks like if you live in a legal state. Some of these idiots just sit up there, hey, man, we get messed up for rolling, dude, and just toss the little can. It's like, remember when we was little, they used to tell us, we was kids, don't be a litter bug. I guess they stopped telling kids that. Shoot, don't be a litter bug. Man, my first time in Las Vegas, I was shocked that they was like, I was like, hey man, what you want me to do with this glass? Like, throw it in the trash. What? Hey, I just left out of this restaurant with my plate. They said I could take the plate and fork, but I just finished. Is there somewhere I could put this plate in the trash? I said, damn, it must be a lot of money flowing through here. Y'all getting rid of good stuff. Throw away a glass. I mean, like a good quality glass. This ain't no cheap nothing. When I threw it in there, it didn't even break. I mean, damn. Got that Neiman Marcus glassware, and you just saying throw it in the trash? Oh, man, I wasn't raised that way. But I ain't, I guess. But yeah, we see so many of them little bugs here, man. It's unfortunate that people don't like just being clean. You know, there's a garbage can somewhere that can be found. At least in this city. You know, I know I been to other places. The cleanest city I've ever went to by far was Salt Lake City. By far was Salt Lake City. I mean, but then again, you can't even get a decent drink in that damn town. If you ever go to Salt Lake City, don't look to go get what you're used to if you go out and drink. If you are a drinker, or you drink beer, or you drink, even if you drink liquor, I'm not sure about wine, because I don't know how they could tamper with the wine. Well, I do. They can add water to it, because everything else is, like, say, for instance, like folks in Texas, y'all used to like 5.5% Budweiser. If you go to Salt Lake City, it's going to be 3%, or like 2.75%, and that's a regular Budweiser. That's not like Bud Light. Bud Light, you basically drinking water with a little bit of amber color. You know, so it's funny, man, just watching how clean it was. Another thing they did have there that was real cool, though, this is something I've never seen in another city. They had like, if you know how you watch the old school movies and you used to see the bums in the alleys with the barrel and they all warming themselves over the barrel or whatnot. Salt Lake City actually put like those type of heat warmers, but they come out the ground, so they're like built. But like for the homeless in Salt Lake City, if it's cold, they have these things you could literally go over there and heat up. So I saw that, I was like, that's pretty dope. Plus they have every trash receptacle you can think of. Very clean place, not very black, and it definitely feels very cultish. If you don't like the smell of wet salt, that probably ain't the place for you. And everything closes early with the exception of this greasy Mexican restaurant, which is pretty good, and Denny's. Alejandro's or something like that out there in Salt Lake City. Bomb chicken taco. Super bomb chicken taco, let me tell you. Yes, indeed. You know, I think that is what I wanted, the main thing I wanted to go ahead and let y'all see. Because, you know, I think drinking bear urine takes the cake. It really does take the cake. Some things I do want to mention briefly before I go. You know, we've been talking about Newburgh. So Newburgh elected to go ahead and remain with the ban that they put. So the Newburgh School District is keeping the ban on the Black Lives Matter flag and the trans pride flag. I'll probably talk a little bit about that Friday, because that just happened today. So they are looking to ban that, while these are the same children who held the slave auction, and then also the same school district that had a teacher showing up in blackface. But that wasn't enough to make sure that they got up on their racial insensitivity. So all of a sudden, there's no sensitivity training taught. It's funny how that works. Funny how that works. All of a sudden, they're in their right minds now. Nothing offensive. And then, of course, we know Don Lemon. Don Lemon got some charges that he was aggressively doing unwanted things to a gentleman who claims to not be of the same sexual preference. So there's that. And then also in New York, over 100 essential workers to whom they were having evening parades for last year to clap it up and let's just show the love to all of our first responders and, you know, back the blue first responders. We love you, first responders. We're gonna paint everything red, white, and blue just for you, first responders. Now, this year, if you don't get that damn jab, first responders, your ass is out. So far, there's a few friends of mine that are out of work right now because they refused to be forced in to taking something within their own body to which is their right. Which is crazy. A woman has her right to choose to go stop a pregnancy. But that same woman doesn't have the same right to keep her damn job without getting your jab? Somebody please explain that to me. Oh, Lord. But, oh, well. Oh, and there's, let's see. There was one other thing I wanted to mention to y'all. Another thing I will talk about Friday. Let me read this to you real quick. Because I just saw this and I won't be talking about this again. So this is a story. Actually, I believe this is from a LGBTQ publication. No, maybe not. No, this is Washington, D.C. Why did that just come on my screen? Okay. Casa Ruby LGBTQ plus shelter struggles to stay open after losing D.C. grant. Now, it seems to me that in like Washington, I understand that, you know, Joe Biden is the president and he's not a mayor. But doesn't DC have a black mayor that you know ain't gonna ever do nothing for black folks? But I thought that she was down on the LGBTQ side of things and definitely with the financial support aspect of it. So I find this kind of interesting. The founder of a 50-bed Northwest DC shelter helping young homeless LGBTQ plus community members worries it may be forced to close after the abrupt loss of $850,000 government grant. My question is this. We have so many of these different, for instance, I'm part of a nonprofit myself, which specializes in, literacy and transition services for formerly incarcerated, primarily FBA inmates or former inmates. So just one of those other things. $850,000 for a 50-bed shelter? Damn. You know how much we could do with that? I'm over here, man. Get that to me. I'll show you what to do with it. I mean, $850,000, man, and for a 50-bed spot. If only. Now, see, I showed you a couple other things within this broadcast today. One of the things is how the pharmaceutical companies were able to come to an agreement to settle for them pushing dope on a certain group of people. What we need is from our government to do the exact same thing and follow the example of the private entities to which they keep trying to shove on the public right now. Think about that. They're literally shoving these same people on us, that they have to pay our brothers and sisters for forcing dope down their throat. These are wicked, 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 wicked demons. And, man, I hope I just, I hope I make it plain enough for y'all to see, give y'all some things that you might want to go research, you know what I mean? But always understand, man, these people play dirty, they play a dirty game, and they only play to win. They don't play to lose, they don't ever play to play fair. They only play to win, and they only aim to annihilate their competition. Not work with it, but destroy it. And we have to understand that we need to learn how to be unified and resistant against it. Because remember, our unification is how they perceive a Messiah. Okay? They know they ain't looking for one person. They're looking for people who can spark other people. That's why they can't do nothing with this big spiritual octopus coming their way. And all I can say to y'all family is keep the foot all the way on the gas. Because this ain't done until we can hear Babylon is falling. Babylon is falling. Let it fall and let us rise. And then we will see the change, folks. That's why I'm telling y'all, speak it into existence like you believe it. You better say it like you mean it. If you hate what you are living right now, speak it into existence. Don't let see. This is why they want you to speak forgiveness. See that little trick there? Nah, we speaking liberation. Don't that feel so much better? No, this space is ours. This time is ours. Let's seize it. And, you know, let's relish in every moment of it because this is a brand new experience. And you never know what can happen until the first wave and the first group go through it. I believe we are that. And I believe we are the group that are here to witness a great change, a great shift, and a great destruction. We are watching the universe speak all around us. For those of you who may be of the atheist persuasion, I would even, if you were an atheist, I would even wonder why you watch me. And truth be told, if you are an atheist and you watch me, you're not an atheist. No, you're trying to deny something in yourself because you identify with something here. And I'm far from an atheist. And if you vibe with me, neither are you. Now, Go unlearn that bullshit they taught you. And start learning what you got in here. That's where the kingdom begins. Who are you? And if you can't figure that out, and if that doesn't resonate, if we ain't in the same house, that's fine. Will I sacrifice mine for yours? Hell to the no. It is going to be us first in my book every day of the week. I've always been like that. I've been like that since I was a child. I mean, I still have people who have babysat me before I went to school, before I started kindergarten on my page. If I wasn't who I said I was, and if I ain't about this, they could even say, you wasn't talking like that when you was in me. Nah. This been me, man. And I've seen this my whole life. So, you know, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love y'all. I love being in the skin I'm in. I love being in the spirit most definitely that I'm in. Because we represent the spirit of truth. And with the spirit of truth, ain't nothing but the son of wisdom. I can make it very practical and plain for people, or I could talk astrophysics. Either way you want it. I'm just making it plain here. And probably still plain and over the top of some people's heads because y'all still might think it's astrophysics. Now we deal in simplicity around here. Absolutely, Tasha Peters. You understand? And to the brother that did a brilliant breakdown, he used my clip from Polite. Again, you know, all I can say is, bro, you could make good on what you made wrong. I don't think as a black man it should be beneath you to go apologize to the men to whom you yourself sought to get jumped by gang members, because that's what you were calling out. Because you yourself, Polite, said how much Israelites hate black women. Well, R. Kelly 2.0, I guess you can shut your punk ass up now, can't ya? And with that being said, you can follow me on Instagram at beatzillapdx. You can follow me on Twitter at beatzillapdx. You can follow me on Facebook at beatzillapdx. And you can also follow me on Patreon at beatzillapdx official. I need to get some things cracking. Y'all need to go there. So we might be able to have to do some off script stuff over there. You know, I think I have it set up right now. I'm not charging nobody. You know, you can donate it all you want to, but I'm just, you know, giving it up for free. I just want another space to be able to speak freely as much as I do. You know, I've known this wicked system for quite some time, so I definitely know how to strategically speak and move within this space. But with that being said, also, he said, not R. Kelly 2.0. Yes, indeed. You can email me at ourrealtruth@gmail.com. That's ourrealtruth@gmail.com. And of course, if you feel inclined to make a donation by putting some money in the bucket, you definitely can do so at CashApp $beatzillapdx. That's CashApp $beatzillapdx. And all donations are greatly appreciated. Thank you in advance. Peace, blessings, protection, and power be unto you. And with that being said, y'all, you know, I went a little long tonight because I will not be back tomorrow. We will be back on Friday. I will be doing another prime time episode because I know so many of y'all on the East Coast. So I want to give y'all something to go end your evening on as well, as those of us are probably about to go have dinner. Because that's what I'm about to do. But with that being said, you know, thank you very much to the Queen. Thank y'all. I'm so glad y'all enjoyed this. You know, and thank y'all for hanging out with me today. You know, I'm glad that y'all actually like these longer broadcasts because I'm able to get out a lot more information. You know, just chop it up and dive in and examine a lot of this tangled tangled web of deception that they have created. And, you know, also put it out there because for some may need a shaking. You know what I mean? They need it. Not everybody's a lost cause. So you might get one person or two that might come around, and after you shake them up and wake them up, they may do this.
I have sinned against you, my Lord. And I would ask that your precious blood
forgive me because I have sinned. Oh, Lord, with that being said, y'all have a blessed evening. I will see y'all Friday for the weekly wrap-up. You know, y'all stay safe, stay vigilant, stay focused, and stay faithed up. Faith is a gift, but don't look a gift horse in the mouth. So definitely, faith without works is dead. So get as much wisdom as you can with that faith, and that way you can map out a course of action for you. Because we all have to work out our own thing. You understand? We all created individuals, so let's deal with our Creator as His creation and move accordingly. And for the divine masculine and the divine feminine entity that keeps us all. Till next time, family, I say, shalom, and keep slanging that stone of truth.
When you know who Satan is,
Yes, sir.
you don't have to kill him. No. The stone of truth.
Yes.
See, that's what you throw.
Yes, right, right.
Allah says, had we wished to take a pastime from before, surely we would have done it. Nay, we cast truth at falsehood till we knock out its brains. Every one of you that knows the truth, stand up and tell it from the mountaintop. Black people can't take it no more. So wherever you are on the job, in the factory, I don't care where you are. If you know the truth, stand up on the truth and tell Satan, who the hell are you to try and pick my friends? Farrakhan is God's man, and you are from the enemy of God. So to hell with you. Stand up on it like a man.